Hello, hello, Taurus. Welcome to your July 2018 overview reading. This is good for you if you are a sun, moon, or rising Taurus. And I would also like to let all of you know that I have started another YouTube channel. That is going to be more of the psychic stuff, which I have moved over to that channel. So I don't have much on there right now, but I'll talk about that at the end. And otherwise, go ahead and set your intention for the reading if you'd like. If there's something that you're interested in having come up, if you have a specific question, you can set your intention at, just asking for whatever you need to hear. Take a few deep breaths into the diaphragm. Okay. And let's go ahead and start with the empowering question for Taurus. What gives me great joy? If you've been feeling too much of the all work, no play, then this is drawing your attention back to just being in pure bliss, in pure joy. What really fulfills you and how can you cultivate that right now? And then the fairy card that I have for you is compassion. By widening your circle of compassion for all of nature's creatures, your spirit will soar. Okay, so that is absolutely being a little bit more open to who needs compassion. And even though there can absolutely be situations where it's a situation that's unforgivable. A lot of the most toxic people are, some of the most damaged. So it doesn't mean that you have to tolerate them, but having compassion can help you feel calmer about the situation. It's not anything for the other person. So that is how it does help quite a bit. Oh, word of the month. Let's see what's coming through for you. Consistency. Hold space for a sustainable vision. Find supportive rituals. Attract co-creators through the power and devotion of your enduring action. Persistence is required. Remember, do not give up with whatever it is that you're dealing with. And this is about goals, right? These are things that like career, school, work, any type of project that you have going. Those are things when you really want to stay consistent with them. And remember that sustainability also has to do with effort, like how much effort you're giving a situation needs to be consistent more than grandiose right off the bat. The central energy for Taurus is the Hanged Man. Again, this is pointing to consistency as well. With what are you doing on the day-to-day basis? What are the patterns and consistencies in your life? What works for you and what doesn't? So you want to make sure you're taking inventory of your consistent behaviors. And what's in your highest good to shift out? 10 of Pentacles. This is the old ideas that you had for your future. So what I mean by that is your old vision might be shifting. It's something that changes over time. What you thought you wanted 10 years ago is probably very different from what you want today. And I'm going to clarify this as well, because this is what you want to intentionally release. 10 of Peppermills, so this is equivalent to the 10 of Rods. It looks like this just isn't quite in alignment with you the way it once was, so it's okay to revise and see, are you prioritizing things that are actually important to you or things that you think should be important to you. So make sure that you're checking whether or not you want it or you're doing it for some other reason. This is what's in your highest good to manifest. We have the Sun. I'm going to clarify this one too, because this looks like play. This is coming up as pleasure, once again, like having a good time, opportunities to have fun. Let me see what the clarifier is. King of Oysters, so this is equivalent to the King of Pentacles. And so this has to do with how can you make things fun and playful. The Sun is about vibrance, vitality, enthusiasm, having a good time. And the King of Oysters is all work, no play. So really focus on where you're feeling out of balance and manifest more of what you need to kind of counteract whatever's making you feel fatigued or burnt out. Because this is the burnout card. So you also have your worker bee self is going to be really resistant to playing and taking breaks. Just make sure you loosen up and give yourself a little bit of permission to do just a little bit more of the play. This is in the external environment. We have the Ace of Swords. So for this card, let me clarify this one as well, because I think that this has to do with resources, but let me see what the clarifier shows up as. Yeah, 9. Okay, so this is equivalent to the 9 of Pentacles, and that's about enjoying the fruits of your labor. So it's kind of like all of the leads that you put out this past month or this past few months, all of the consistent work that you've been doing for the past several months is now paying off. Things are starting to magically make an appearance, and you're seeing the compound effect of why you put in all that effort is beginning to really take form, and you can see what exactly you're gaining from all of your efforts. So this looks like big payoff. It looks like you get a lot of clarity about the things that are coming into your life, and this looks really solid. I think the external is going to be pretty breezy for you this month. Now the internal process is the 8 of Wands. This is just about that part of yourself that wants to feel productive at all times or wants to be on your A game at all times. It's okay to give that part of yourself a break. And even though this is trying to protect you, the one that wants to rev your engine and say go, 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 but it's also okay to maybe examine your routines and find the fatiguing parts and see if you can make it either more enjoyable or more in alignment with what you want out of your life. That's another important thing that goes along with routine and consistency and the constant. Now let's get into the timeline. I have the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarters of July, so this is where you'll be starting the month. We have the 9 of Vials. Make a wish, ask for what you want, set your intention at the beginning of the month. What would you like to see show up in July? Just off the top of your head, what do you want to show up? And go from there. You can even break it down. If there's something really grandiose that might take some time because it is such a large manifestation, then break it down into subcategories. Like a relationship is a good example. If you want a relationship to show up this month, break it down. Maybe it's just you want dates. You want more potential partners to make an appearance. Maybe that's the first step for you. More events to go hang out with friends and meet people. That's a great avenue to manifest partnership. So just ask for what you want clearly, and then also the subcategories, the sub events that need to happen as well, because that can help. 2nd quarter, we have Ace of Candles. This is equivalent to the Ace of Wands. And this is really going to be a creative space for you. I think that your opportunity to have an outlet in a creative space is going to be really great for the 2nd quarter. I'm going to say that having some form of creative expression is going to help you feel more into that joy that I was talking about at the beginning. The play, the happiness, the fun. It looks like it starts in creativity. So is there something creative that you want to do this month? It could be cooking, it could be painting, it could be something completely different that you haven't done before, but it really taps into that creative space that you have, that creative mind. And it looks therapeutic. That's why I'm bringing it up as being important. Okay, quarter 3, we have the 7 of Vials. This is options. This is where you really start to see things show up. It could be an abundance of clients. It could be a whole bunch of different opportunities, job offers, different places to live. There's 1,000,001 options at your disposal, but it looks like they really reveal themselves in the 3rd quarter of July. This also has to do with remembering that you really do have a say in how many opportunities you have show up. So you want to make sure you're coming from a state of abundance so that you can have plentiful options. And this is wrapping up the month. You have the 10 of Pentacles. This is a really great sign for the foundation that you've built. I think whatever you're starting, it's the same card as this. So it's so funny because this is the old ideal for yourself. This is the old way of being. You've released that and found that you actually want other things, or that there's something else that's more of a priority that is of higher value to you. And you go through this process of seeing all the different options that you have at your disposal, and you come to realize, oh, right, this is what I actually want and need. So it's a total rebirth cycle within 1 month. I mean, this is going to go by really fast, and by the beginning of the month and the end of July, you are going to have a completely different perspective on what you want for yourself long term. So this is exciting stuff. And we're doing a 3-card pick. Go ahead and tune into the card that feels right for you. Okay, card number 1, we have Instincts. What does your gut say about the situation? Pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to your physical body. That's also, you know, it has a lot of those primal instincts. And so this is also, you know, you're going to be able to figure out exactly what feels right for you if you listen to your gut more. Card number 2, we have Elixir. This is crafting your manifestation, really crafting the things that you want, piecing everything together, and focusing in on, you know, the components of your dream, of that 10 of Pentacles that you really want. And so it's going to be multifaceted, and it's not going to come overnight necessarily. This is a pretty quick transformation that I've read, but you want to make sure that you're looking at all the different facets and all the different areas of your life. And then card number 3, we have Loudspeakers. Speak your truth, communicate. This is a very vocal card, and it's okay to express yourself. It is safe for you to ask for what you need. It is completely up to you what it is you want to shout into the world. Okay, so remember, speak your truth. Really own that this month. And it's okay if people disagree and have other ways of living and being. This is totally your platform to stand on and use for whatever it is that you feel is right for you, because your truth may not be the same as anyone else's truth, and that's okay. All right, so that is all for the reading. And don't forget, if you're looking to work with me one-on-one, just check out the description box. All of the links to work with me are down there. Whether you have a single question, you want a one-on-one session, they're all available to you. And I will link the my other YouTube channel. I'll put it in one of the bubbles up here, and I will also link it in the description box as well if you want to check that out. I'm bringing my segment Ask a Psychic back, and I'm hoping that I'm just gonna create a space where I can share more resources and information about being psychic, highly intuitive, highly sensitive, and all of that jazz. Okay, so that is all that I have for you today. Have a beautiful July, everybody. Happy eclipse season, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.